Yeah. That's right.
We live.
We love it.
Love being live.
Live and direct.
Bang. It's going down. WDYE, the podcast, is in session. What's going on? What's up, America? What's up, world?
What's going on, everybody?
We interrupt this program.
Yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah, welcome everybody to another episode of What Did You Expect, the podcast. I go by the name of Money Mav. This is my brethren,
AC,
my
we in the
yo
building.
AC's in here, Crystal's in the house.
Woo woo.
And our special guest for the evening. You see the elements that we're in right now. We have Kayla, who is a boss in her own right, the COO. Did I get that right?
The COO.
The COO of BOGO Split. That's right.
All right.
So,
hey guys.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Thank you very much.
And tell them what BOGO Split is because I love it. I love everything about it.
So let's see. So BOGO Split is a marketplace for independent designers.
Mhm.
And so we support all local vendors and independent designers around Boston, but really all New England. And eventually we're going to branch out to other states. So we have a marketplace. So we have an app and a website where you guys can shop all local exclusive stuff. So it's really one of a kind pieces, things you're not going to see on anybody else. I mean, I'm rocking a Mav Life.
You see it.
Well,
you see it.
well.
See it. You know what I'm saying?
And we also have a showroom in Assembly Row. So what we do is we're able to bring in these independent designers to a place that's really all mostly corporate. And we're able to then help the public find unique pieces, designers that they normally wouldn't find. So we have our showroom so people can come and shop and they can feel the product, get to know all the different designers. So as you look around, you can see all the different names. You can follow their social medias. So really, we're just kind of like that hub, and we support all creatives. So it's not just fashion designers, it's musicians, it's artists, anything that has to do with art and fashion, we're in it.
I also see
I love it.
beauty products too, which is another
Yes.
big deal
Yeah.
too. So
Lifestyle as well, we do. Yep. And those are all locally made natural products. So you're not going to find any chemicals, anything you can't read is not going to be in here.
I love
None of
that.
that ethyl benzol,
Right.
triglycerate.
We don't-
You know what I mean?
Those pathogens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do they have to do to actually get in the store?
All right. So on our Instagram or on our website, which is bogosplit.com, BOGOSPLIT,
Right.
they can download the app as well. It's on both Apple and Google Play Store.
Wow.
So they can fill out a submission to be in the showroom, or they can just fill out a vendor submission and be online. So you have both options. You can be both online and in store, or you could just be just in store or just online.
Wow. I think that's incredible. Also, I feel like it shows the way the world is changing. Don't you feel like the world is changing? It's not these like standard vendors anymore with crap, right? Like you now can see like how individualized everything is here. It's fantastic.
Exactly. And you know, the other thing I wanted to point out is that you're not going to find any of this stuff anywhere else. That's the beauty of it. You know what I mean? Like this is the only place you're going to be able to find these locally made items, you know, and these people, some of these people, they handcraft these things, and they're one of a kind pieces. So no two items are alike.
I love that. I love that.
That's
Right.
how
We
we do
need
it.
more individuality out here. This is hot.
Facts.
Also, I noted Mav's Life clothing over there, and it's fantastic.
Yes, the
Yeah,
Mav
it
Life
is.
clothing booth
We'll
is
have to do a
definitely
little.
over there.
We'll have to do a little camera paint.
Okay.
Paint over because
Please do.
fantastic.
Please do. Also,
Please- oh, sorry.
no, I was just saying I found out about the space like through my friend Jay Lavish. So Lavish Living, that they were definitely one of the
Really?
first people to be here, right?
They were, yeah, and they were actually in our Brookline store. So before we moved to Assembly Row, we were in Brookline, and they were in our Brookline store. So always lavish.
Shout out to
Never
Jay.
average.
Let's go.
That's
like
what
it.
we say.
I like that. I like that.
I like everything about it. I
But
like
that's
it.
dope how it all like came together. Like I just, found out about it and I was like, let me just stop by one day. And it's Assembly Row, which is
Right.
like it's like
go
Boston
wrong.
North.
It
You know what
is.
I'm saying?
And the foot
It's
traffic here, I notice, is huge. I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like you get a
100%.
lot. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
They
lots
won't
of
get out.
foot
I just want to say
traffic.
one thing though. They
Mhm.
won't get out of the crosswalk, but there's a lot of people here. Yeah.
Yes, I know. It's really hard to drive around here. The other perk to being in the showroom is that there's free parking for 3 hours. And then, so if you're having an event, we do micro fashion shows in
Like mine.
here. Yep. So
Really?
podcasts.
We did that.
Yep, you did that. Mav did that.
We're
You guys
doing
can
that.
check it out on Instagram. I think we posted like a little glimpse of it.
Right.
But we do micro shows. We do all type of events. If people want to come and host their podcast in here, just like we're doing, that's open too. So we just want to be that hub for people. I
Right.
feel like I always wanted this space,
Mhm.
and we couldn't find it. We went to local boutiques and we tried to pitch this idea, like, hey, what if we, and it was a no go.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Ah.
all right, we got to do it ourselves. My brothers are the ones who created the whole app. So whatever technology you're using, that's 100%.
I love
All
that.
them.
Very nice. Very
I
nice.
love
So
that.
dope.
I love the fact that this is like a grassroots thing. This makes me really happy.
Yeah.
And so when you come to shop, so we were featured in the Boston Globe because of the uniqueness of the space, right? So
Right.
it's not just the fact that you can find exclusive items.
Sure.
It's also the fact that when you come in here, it's an experience. So you're
Okay.
shopping right from your phone. It's almost like online shopping, but in store.
Mm.
So you're not having to, so you can scan all the QR codes in here. You can find the prices. You can check out directly on the vendor's page. So you know who you're buying the item from. You know what I mean? People leave here, they know Bogo Split, but they know Mav Life. They know Lavish Living. They know
Right.
exactly who the vendor is.
See, I
And
love
that
this.
vendor can now keep up with that person.
Right.
So it's a repeat customer.
And so what about your stocking? How do you stock? Do you guys keep the stock on hand? Does it get sent to them? Like, so if I see something in the store now that I like, can I walk out with it?
Definitely you can. Yep.
Okay.
So
okay.
we actually have storage out back for
Oh.
all of our designers and vendors. So they're able to keep their stock here. So we call it a showroom because we only put out a few pieces so that you can see the item.
Right.
But then once you need additional sizes, and we go out back and grab it for you. So once you check out on your store, we get an alert. Once you check out
Mhm.
on your phone, we get an alert to our phone or our stand at the checkout desk, and you just go and pick it up.
I love it. Technology is changing our
Very
lives.
nice.
I love
Very
this. I think
nice.
this is such a great idea.
Thank you.
And it gives people a chance who wouldn't have a chance before, So that's what I love about it the most. Like young designers, it gives you a chance to grow like Mav,
Exactly. Yeah. No, Mav Life's clothing's definitely been a hit here.
Hey.
Yeah, look at
Yo,
that.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Like we definitely like leveled up. Like you know what I mean? It was things were going well
Mhm.
prior to this. Things are going great now. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
It's definitely, it just feels like a perfect marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just meant to happen.
Well, I also like the fact that as a young designer, it gives you a chance to try out new things, right?
Right.
Because this is a different audience. So
Yeah.
I like that.
Definitely.
Exactly. And all the designers and all the vendors, they bring their own audience, but their audience is coming here to see them, and then they discover somebody else. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's like that perfect sort of marketing. And it's different, and it hosts everybody, like you said.
Mhm.
It gives everybody the chance, because before you can get a storefront, it takes a lot.
It
you
does
know?
take a lot.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the product to support a storefront, that's also another. So this makes me really happy because I feel like the world is changing, right? Like all the dynamics of the world are changing, right? We went from like super corporate, and now people are like branching out and doing their own individualized thing, and I feel like this is a representation of that. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
I would like for you to Slay right now again. What is the place called?
Bogo Split.
Okay.
BOGOSPLIT.
And then where they
One
can,
word.
when they can find you, where they can find you.
So you guys can find us on Bogo Split on the App Store, on Apple or Google Play Store, or they can find us in Assembly Row. We are at 431 Artisan Way. You can find us on Instagram, Bogo Split, all one word. We are also on YouTube, and I believe we have a Twitter. We don't really tweet that much, but yeah.
Yeah,
God
tweeting's
damn,
tricky. Yeah.
everywhere.
Yo.
I ain't mad at y'all.
We
Yeah.
try
Right.
to be everywhere.
As you should be.
Yes. And we do a lot of local collaboration. So we're collaborating with the Liberty Hotel. So they do a show every Thursday night called Fashionably Late, which Mav was in a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Very
Fire.
cool.
I was there.
Yay. My man. Yo, so I just not to cut you off,
Yeah.
but it was a great show, Ace. I get that show at least 10 balls. Let's go. Let's go.
So
Facts.
ridiculous.
Proceed.
No, so they do it every Thursday night, and so they showcase local designers.
Right.
And it's a 10 p.m. show, so it's gives everybody the chance to go to work. I think Mav had a gig right after.
Yeah.
It worked out.
Do it.
But we are working with them so that we can bring in our designers that are in the showroom to the Liberty Hotel and actually host those events. So coming up in September, we'll be giving them all the designers and the vendors. So we're excited for that. So tomorrow, Thursday, it will be our official sort of first BOGO Split takeover there.
I like that.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah. So we have two vendors and one boutique. So
Okay.
there's we have designers and we have boutiques,
Right.
right? And so we have different pieces. So we have one that's very unique. It's a reflective bag, pyramid style. Once you flash on it, you see all the glow and everything. So it's a piece that you're not going to see anywhere else.
Mm.
So pretty much that's what we want to bring to
Right.
local consumers and have them see these items that they
Absolutely.
wouldn't find anywhere else.
Right.
Facts. The space,
It's our own version of
crazy.
couture. Yeah.
like
Exactly.
I love, like when we did the show at Liberty Hotel, it's just like
because they're walking.
and all the models are like
yeah.
they're coming up the escalator. It's
Yeah,
like
it's hot.
it's fresh.
It's hot, yeah, because they have two floors. So they come
Mhm.
up the escalator, they go on the first floor, then they go on the second floor. So it gives you it's just a scenery you're not gonna find anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I like the lighting at the Liberty. It's very sexy.
Yeah.
So
It's like a
Dope.
nighttime,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's hot, right?
Yeah.
And then the girls are walking. It's very hot. So
Very
I'm in.
dope.
I'm sold.
So Crystal,
Yeah.
speaking of hot and
Yeah.
not hot,
Hot,
maybe
not hot.
let's talk about these dudes sliding in your DMs, because
Oh,
we all
God.
know that happens. And I want to get your take on the most recent one,
Okay.
the middle-aged white guy,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was in some type of threesome.
Right. He was in a threesome.
Winning.
The ratio, no, he was not winning
no,
because
no.
the ratio was off. All right, if you're,
Hey.
I don't know
Speak for
what your
yourself.
your idea of that
Speak for
is. I
yourself.
don't know what your
Right.
idea of that is, but the ratio was not in the right favor. All right.
Right.
It's
So I
three-
look at it like this.
Yeah.
Okay. So in his threesome, it was an older white male. I'm not sure how old the black guy was, but he was like 7'2", he said, and then some young girl.
You lost me at
Right. Right.
the other dude.
Right. I
Wait,
feel
what's
like, why was there another dude?
Yeah.
Or why were you the other dude? Why were you in it with this? I feel like all of it I don't understand. And then my first question was, are you a bottom? Like if you want to say to me, if you're trying to say something's hot for me, okay, then if it's two girls and you,
then you're saying something,
right? I'm
you
What's
Right.
wrong with being the bottom?
okay?
What?
Are you the bottom?
No,
You
what,
the
what-
bottom?
what- my question is my question to you: if I'm having a threesome and it's two women, a woman and two men, is my bottom anal or my bottom vaginal? Like I don't know what the problem is. Either way you look at it, I'm getting my dick wet. So I don't know what the problem is.
I just feel like, all right, so this guy's
Fuck
7'2".
off, man.
Why?
I've never
why would we
never
need-
engaged in such a threesome in my life, and nor will I ever. I'm just saying.
Never say never. Yeah.
I'll
Never.
tell you right
However,
now.
I
nigga,
just
I'm
feel
good.
like the variables in this are all wrong. So
Yeah.
listen, if you want to tell me something that's hot, tell me that you got two hot chicks.
Mm.
When you are saying to me as a man, I was in a threesome with another dude and a girl.
he was bragging about that too.
right. Like that's not hot. It
Did
makes
he,
me
did,
question.
did he
Yeah.
ejaculate?
I didn't ask him that.
Did he
You-
reach
you're not-
sexual climax?
I don't know. He didn't tell me that. Thank God he didn't tell me. I would have thrown up in my mouth. However, my thing is, so you are like a shorter white guy, middle aged,
Okay.
right? Average looking, okay.
Yeah.
And then you're with this 7'2" black. How did you even end up there?
Yeah.
Why does that
like,
7'2"
This is-
guy
that
even need
just
you?
tells
What are you
like
even doing
the
there?
Twilight
Mad
Zone.
the
It's just
girl
like
that you're with.
it's like one
makes
of these things
some
is
other
not
dude
like
wanna
the
smash
other.
her.
Like what?
I wants to get in with her, with you, and you're telling yourself, I don't see this as a long-term situation. So if you want to get on this 7'2" black man with dick down the head, you know what I mean? It's all good.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm just saying,
all
like,
of the
I'm
variables.
not
Who
going,
brought this? Who brought
I'm
this
not
guy?
going after you.
But
I'm
you know, I
going
gotta tell
before
you. So the reason why I'm sharing all of this
I'm
is
going
because
before you.
it's always interesting to me when people don't know if they're ugly.
Can
No,
you say
I'm
it again? Say
Right.
it again.
It's
Say it again one
interesting
time.
to me when people don't know that they're ugly
Yes.
and they behave like they're attractive.
Yes. There's a certain
Right.
code.
Right.
I would okay.
Right.
I'm gonna just go out there and say that. I believe all of our everybody that's on the cast today is an attractive human being.
right.
Right. I feel like if there's a certain okay, Kayla, we'll put it like this.
All right.
I'm sure you're approached by a lot of like
Kayla is
prospective
gorgeous.
guys, right?
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right?
Mhm.
Do you ever
Wrong.
does a guy ever come up to you and you're like, look at me
Right. And look
at you. Make
Wh-
sure it makes sense.
Right. Like why
Like,
are
do the
you-
math. Do the math.
Why are you asking
real.
me out? Yeah.
Well, I like to point out that they're confident, which is good.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
gotta,
Right.
But
and
does
Thank
wait,
you
wait,
very
wait,
much,
oh, wait,
Kayla,
wait,
for
Kayla.
being a truest.
But
Like these dickheads here.
no,
on
but
this
let me
goddamn
ask you
panel.
a question.
All right.
Does
So
confidence
thank you.
supersede their? What if they're really, really unattractive? Does confidence supersede their?
Fuck yes.
No.
no,
it
It
doesn't.
doesn't supersede
'Cause
it,
you
but
guys
it's good
are
that they have
assholes.
the
It's good
confidence.
to- right.
They gotta have
I
it.
love
Doesn't
confidence.
mean that
But I always wonder this, right?
Mm.
You're not looking at yourself and saying, "Oh, I'm probably a 4." and She's like 7. We're like not even in the same stratosphere.
Yeah,
Why
right.
am I going over there and saying, "Do you want to
That's
go out?"
that's
See?
blind confidence.
No.
I feel like that's blind confidence. That
Yeah.
is just like
I'll be honest.
I can approach and attack anything. Like
Like what's his name? Jermaine Dupri treated on Janet Jackson. Remember, Janet Jackson was hot when she dated Jermaine Dupri. Do
Yeah.
you remember that she was
this
hot?
is
She was
this is
amazing
all
on
for
stage.
you, Janet Jackson.
Right.
That's yeah.
And he cheated on her. And this is me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Jermaine, you look like you crawled out from
Yo,
under
but
the stairs. How come you
there
ugly
you
dudes
go.
don't know that you're ugly?
All right,
How come
bang,
you don't know
bang.
you're ugly?
That's
Let me break
that's
this
a valid
down
point.
What?
That's a valid
so
point.
it can be
I was mad at him for
You're
that.
like Janet.
forever be
Jermaine.
broken down for the rest of
What?
everybody's life.
Okay, tell me what.
All right, so like if you're talking about your looks, if you're an ugly guy, if you're an ugly guy with money, the ugly guy doesn't know
Money
that he's
is
an ugly
money
guy.
is the great equalizer.
So that's all more like what are we talking about? Have anybody seen Meta what the fuck is this shit called now? It ain't Facebook no more. It's called
Meta?
Yeah.
Meta book.
Metaverse.
Okay.
Metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Mark Zuckerberg's an ugly white dude.
Okay.
All right, let's keep it real. He's a regular looking white dude. But when you know you're talking to Mark Zuckerberg, I bet you gonna think Mark Zuckerberg is a lot more attractive than he is.
He probably gets hoes.
Based on he probably
Just
look. What's his name? Name the ugliest NBA player you could possibly think of.
Popeye Jones.
Yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't remember his first name. All I know was Popeye.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember his last name.
Yeah.
Popeye Jones is probably one of the ugliest dudes other than Sam Cassell. Fuck you, Sam
Oh.
Cassell, if you like what I'm saying.
Wow.
It is what it is.
Shots
But
fired.
All I'm
Wow.
just saying
Yeah.
is like Popeye Jones and Sam Cassell are literally the ugliest dudes in the NBA.
Okay.
Their women look like Beyonce.
So you think
Just-
money is the equalizer?
Yes.
That's what
Yes, I do.
So then they don't like the person. Then
Right.
They just like what the
They
person
just like-
has.
money.
Yes.
there's. I
But
mean,
that
there's.
still makes them
Anybody
ugly.
think Chad
Right.
Ochocinco or Chad Johnson attracted to?
Well,
the dude's a dark skinned gremlin.
Here's the other
But
thing.
he fucking
No, well,
got Evelyn.
here's the other thing, though.
Lazaro.
What?
I think it takes a
dude's a
certain type
gremlin.
of person. I think it also on the female side of things. I think it takes a certain
Certain
type of female
Right.
to go into that relationship, knowing
That
that
they're ugly.
the dude he's not getting any cuter. You know what I'm saying? It is
I
what
agree.
it is.
I
You know,
agree.
and I'm in it just because she trying to get the bag.
See, I feel like
you know,
have to,
secure
for
the
me,
bag.
money is
What are
not-
you willing to do? I heard everybody's got a price.
I agree.
$1 million
I agree.
man.
That's it.
Everybody's got a price.
But I feel like this. You have to know your place though too. If you're ugly, you're ugly. Stop trying to act like you're cute. A lot of these ugly dudes want to act like they're cute. You're not cute. So when I
apologize,
when I heard
don't
the
agree
whole
with
thing,
this.
when I heard the whole thing about the threesome, I was like, "What were you doing there? Like, what were you? I know nobody saw you out and you're like, I gotta do it with you. No, what are you doing there?
He was doing exactly what he was supposed to be doing. Getting his DW. If y'all don't know what that means, it's getting your dick wet.
Jesus
I don't give a
Christ,
fuck.
okay.
If y'all don't know, learn today. DW means getting your dick wet.
Hi, America.
And that is what you are there to do in a threesome. Like, if it's not your wife, and it's not your lifelong partner that you seem to be with, that's your goal. Hence the fact, like, I'm not speaking for any woman. I'm suggesting
he is strictly
what I'm
speaking for
saying.
himself,
So,
because I don't
yes,
even agree
look
with
at
this shit.
Right.
Because, like, at the end of the day, it's like, how many women have slept with an unattractive man based on how he, like, shows that his bank account value is? There's a lot of people out there.
Thousands, I'm sure.
Thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
I've only
So,
slept
like,
with one ugly dude.
all right, cool. You're one who didn't want to do that, but there are hundreds of thousands.
Who will?
That's not you. So my whole thing
Oh,
is
God,
like,
I just
maybe
shuddered.
she-
I just shuddered inside. I shuddered.
Lil
inside.
Wayne had that's what he say.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
she
Lil
won't,
Wayne.
but maybe she will.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
who won't with Lil Wayne? Like Lil Wayne, you know what Lil Wayne got. Like my whole thing is like, if I'm
Lil Wayne is
like,
not
I am
a
not
handsome dude.
He's not at all. He looks
I'm
like a
just saying.
gremlin. Yeah.
famous money.
Heavy now.
I can
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
capital, capital, whatever the fuck it right now. I can't remember right now. So what's that shit called when you in the stock and shit like that, and you in the capital venture shit?
Okay, venture capitalist.
Venture,
Okay,
like, do you know I probably got as much money as a lot of these athletes that you think they got more money than me? And then I show you that I have more money than this first round guy who's drafted in Celtics, so pick a fucking team. Like I literally have more money in my back pocket than he could possibly think of. You know how much sex I can get by just off that notion?
Well,
Like,
I'm
if
gonna give you
don't wanna
another.
agree
I'm
with
gonna
me,
give
or
you
even
another.
if you don't, you could Twitter swindle some. You
like,
know what I mean? Like,
so many
absolutely.
shit that you could possibly do. Like, are you kidding
Well,
me?
well,
right
let's
now?
just look at Bob Kraft. So what's Bob Kraft? Like 327, right? And
That's
at
the
least,
worst.
at least.
Right.
Chris, that's not a good example.
No. Listen,
Well, he was a Patriot.
He owns
Right.
the
Like,
Patriots.
but listen,
he's
and he
accomplished
owns the
some shit in
revolution.
his life.
Hold on.
And his
Like,
wife
he
died.
has
Right, but his-
billions.
but his fiance is what, in her early 40s. Of course, she's gonna date him because he's Bob Kraft. But he looks like a gremlin. And if he was Bob Kraft, who sat at the local bar every day, and you know how much money he had, you'd be like, oh
Yeah.
God. So yes, money is one of the
Hey,
things that makes
Crafty,
people more
you
attractive.
all right in my book. You all right in my
Bob,
book,
you're-
brother.
you're
Keep winning.
okay in my
Keep
book
winning.
I don't
too.
give a fuck
However,
about you, Kraft.
all I'm
You better do
saying
this
is,
team good. You fucking up right now.
Oh God.
All right.
here he
You
goes.
got Belichick bringing this bullshit,
There he goes.
offensive,
There he goes.
coordinated bullshit
He's
going
the
on.
worst Patriots fan you'll ever.
I
meet.
am the
It's fine.
best coordinator.
No,
And,
These
Casey, you are
motherfuckers
the
are
worst.
bandwagons. If you win, they
Okay.
love you.
Okay.
I'm the one that tells you what the fuck you're doing wrong.
Okay.
Oh,
Go ahead.
here it goes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Please note, AC's had alcohol tonight
Never
too.
buying season tickets, by the way.
All I'm saying is, in general, ugly dudes should know that they're ugly. Ugly girls should know that they're ugly. Everyone act accordingly. Please don't act your step up, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Know
And
your role,
careful-
play your position. Is
Right.
that-
And
that's the
exactly.
message for the day.
Big
And be
difference,
careful of
though.
what you're trying to say to impress people too, because I felt like he was saying it to impress me when I was repulsed. I almost threw up in my mouth, right? Whereas I think he thought like, oh yeah, she's gonna think I'm hot. I'm in it.
Yeah, maybe she'll be in the next one.
Like, no,
No.
yeah. So I'm just saying, know your role. Do you know if
Hey,
you're
hey.
ugly? Do you know if you're ugly? My other thing too is I want to say one more thing on this.
Yeah.
Because I'm tall. I'm almost 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
I get all these little short dudes who hit on it constantly. I get
Oh,
hit on my
man.
You know
little
them short dudes are? They pussy length right now. So all they got,
Oh my God.
they got bend that low. She said she's
Jesus
tall.
Christ.
All they gotta do is just like this.
Oh no, nobody wants a short dude. And my
Oh,
first
man.
question is always especially when people are in my DMs, how tall are you? And then guys get all offended, and it's like, listen,
You don't even have to be that. Okay, so well, here's the other thing.
Yes.
Like, okay, so
Shit
Kayla's
lines
like-
up when you lay down.
average height for
How
a
tall are you?
female, like
All right.
Right.
So I'm 5.5, but I like to say I'm 5'1".
5'1".
okay,
You are almost a foot taller than.
absolutely.
So your view is a little skewed. Like you're looking at NBA range dudes.
right.
For it to make sense, I guess.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
But these little dudes love me. And my first thing when I'm like, I punch helicopters out of the sky. Like I climb skyscrapers and rip the
That's the
antennas
problem.
off.
That's the problem, Chris.
Like,
So
get
yeah.
out of here,
You
short
sh-
guy. There's a billion short girls. Go
You sh-
find one.
you should be staying in your tippy toes and see where the head lands. I bet that would change everything.
No, it would not. It
Change
would,
everything.
No,
Oh
because if
my
I can
God.
put them on my hip like a baby,
La, la, la.
no. And
What's wrong
besides,
with
I'm
it?
not that into oral. So for me, it's
Oh,
not a,
shit.
you know.
They don't know that.
well,
They don't know that. You know that. They don't know that.
All I'm saying is know your lane. See your lane, know where you are in your lane.
I can
That's all I'm
agree
saying.
with that. And I second that.
All
I
right.
second
I
that.
want to disagree with everybody right now.
There's
And the reason why I want to disagree with everybody right now,
why?
because if you're talking about ugly men should know their lane. If you're ugly, so should ugly women know their lane.
Yes.
I don't agree with that.
You don't
Either
watch
way.
you don't watch 90 Day Fiance
No, I don't give a
on
shit.
TLC. Have you seen it?
I've seen
I
it.
have.
I don't
Some
even-
of,
what's the
some
premise
of
of the
these
show? I don't
girls
even know.
are grotesque.
What,
okay.
What's the point of 90 Days?
So 90 Day Fiance. So I guess Americans go overseas to try to find a mate, but it's usually like Krista would say, you know, and
A gorilla. Look, right.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
man.
yeah,
A gorilla gets on a
more
plane.
attractive person, and then they get
A
they get to come
rhinoceros.
here, they get 90 days to get married, so that that other person could stay here.
Okay.
A
So-
Tyrannosaurus Rex
Which
gets
is-
on a plane, flies over looking for a mate,
But like,
then has to try to
Wow.
convince
But-
that mate that they're falling in love. There's this one chick from New York. Did you see this last season? The girl from New York.
Which
I'm the
one?
older one. She was in her 50s and she's trying to date this young guy who thinks he's Usher. Jesus Christ in
Uh-oh.
Africa.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's the guy that sings, right?
Yes.
He has like,
Aw.
oh, what's his
But then he had the
name?
girlfriend, that the beautiful girl, the black girl that he was really in love with. And it's like, he's clearly using you, rhinoceros.
Mm.
Please stop it.
like,
Don't you know that you're ugly Dan at the local bar? Stop this nonsense.
A rhinoceros.
Literally a buffalo. I was like,
God.
oh my God. And she smoked.
Oh,
She was a buffalo who
that's tough.
smoked.
that's a tough.
Oh
That's a tough
God, she
combination.
probably
That's a-
smelled like a barn
I don't know
animal.
what the problem
Jesus.
is. What's the
That's
problem?
all I'm saying.
What's the
It
problem?
was so barnyard.
AC's inviting her to the next
What's the
threesome.
problem?
That's-
What's
And
the
yet
problem?
he wouldn't
That's
sleep.
exactly
So hold on,
right.
I got to tell you the best part about it was. So she went over to Africa to see this guy. He wouldn't sleep with her. He was like, "Now you know these dudes." But he was like, "It's against my religion," because he was like, "Jesus, she's horrible."
and she really wants to have
Oh,
sex.
Yeah, she was in
Like,
it. She was like,
yeah.
"Why won't you fuck me?" I mean, it was like,
Oh,
"What is
no.
happening?"
Yeah.
I almost wrote the show and said, "This has to stop. Put a stop to it. Put a stop
That's-
to
Please
it."
end this.
see, now
It's
that's-
abuse.
Please end this.
That,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. That is my problem.
What?
So like, an ugly guy with money could probably knock down whomever he would like to knock down. There's a high percent chance that an ugly guy with money can knock down somebody than with the caliber of whatever he's taking down, having sex with. Then an ugly woman would knock down with the same caliber as he's knocking down as a male.
Well,
That-
the reason
that-
why I bring up 90 Day Fiance, I'm going to tell you something. So the people, they make average incomes, right?
Okay.
But to someone else in another country, it seems like they make a lot.
Oh, right.
So to them, I get it. They're like, I'm looking for a step up. This is my come up,
Mm.
right? However, rhinoceroses running rampant
Is it-
on airplanes,
Is it-
gorillas.
is the plural of rhinoceros, rhinoceri?
I don't know, but
I don't
it
know.
works, right? It's just, oh my God, buffalo. Yeah. Elephants.
I get it.
Right.
I get it. I get it. I just
So
don't
it's-
understand. I just
But
see
what
the
happens
difference
is, so then they get here. Let's just say they end up together. And typically, once they are married and they come here, that
Mhm.
person, once they get their U.S. citizenship, they ditch the individual.
Oh, You
Yeah,
know what?
90
I
Day
was
Fiancé.
I was thinking that I hadn't seen the show, but
You
I
have seen it. You've
I
seen
have
it.
seen
Yeah.
that particular thing, and I'm like, yo, what is this dude doing right,
Right, with
now?
this-
Like,
right.
yo, it was not even. I'm gonna go biblical on you guys. It was not evenly yoked.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It was not evenly
But
yoked.
my thing is,
So,
especially like with the
So we created that term.
All right.
We created that goddamn term.
All right.
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
so my whole thing is when I see these women who are clearly mules, right? And you're trying to date, why would you think that this guy who's relatively attractive is going to want to stay with you? Why would you?
I think they know what they're doing.
Do you
Yeah,
really?
I think they know that, they're an American, they're going overseas, they know what they're doing, but they're going to use it to their advantage. I mean, what are you going to do?
Wow.
They don't have the
difference?
money
Yeah.
to use it here, so they're going to use it overseas.
I feel like get
Hey.
your teeth fixed, get on a diet, right?
But what's the difference? Is what I'm asking everybody.
What's the difference between
What?
Between like a woman choosing to sleep,
Shout out to OWC Clubhouse on the
Yes.
check-in. Yes, yes.
blah blah.
I see you.
blah,
Yeah.
Or a
What?
woman who is a rhinoceros.
Well,
Somebody to sleep with. Like, tell me, what is the difference? Is it just a matter of
what?
like what is the other person bringing for me? That's my question. Because like, who gives a fuck?
Well, what's
Like,
the longevity?
So
in
like,
it?
but like my longevity is like, all right. So bang, if I'm sleeping with somebody that I believe is overweight, but who they are
Mhm.
is more important than the
Okay. The overall, like,
overall,
package,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the fucking word I was thinking.
Right.
But yeah. So now,
But I feel like for the most part, this stuff is happening for material reasons.
Right.
And we're not talking about
like,
like
soul
any of the
love
like
or- yeah.
real shit that actually matters. We're not talking about personality. We're not talking about like it's like, yo, this dude is loaded. Like, let me hop on the bandwagon. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? And I feel like
I
that
just want you to know that
it's
I
bound to
can't.
fail. I think
it is
it's bound to fail in the
Yeah,
long
and I
run.
think
for-
they know that
If
in
I'm
the
a
long
plus
run.
pusher,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm a plus pusher. I like to bang big girls. I got a big girl fetish,
Wow.
and I got money. Am I looked at less than, or should I look at more than somebody that likes to date Beyonce women? That's my question. I got a fetish.
Well, a fetish is.
Give me a Lizzo any day over than Beyonce.
Wait, are you
I-
being serious?
No, there's a lot of men out there like that.
Is your camera on?
When shit fucked up.
Probably.
Yeah.
God damn it. Hold up. Pause.
Do
Wait
we
a
have
minute.
to switch cameras?
Keep talking.
That's fine.
Anyway, those are my thoughts on that because
Agreed.
listen, the reality of it is, I think you should know what lane you're in,
Mm.
right? Stick to the lanes that you're in. If you're in the like 5, 6, 7, stick with 5, 6, 7s and below.
Mm.
Your 1, 2, 3, stay in the 1, 2, 3.
But that's the thing. People
7,
don't,
8, 9.
people aren't necessarily aware of like their
Right, but you don't
number.
know if you're ugly.
But here's the thing. I feel like
See,
when I was growing up, right? Kids would like, if you were ugly, like kids were gonna let you know that you was ugly from
Right.
whatever your handicap was. That's just how.
So it
that's
made you
just how kids
self-aware.
are. Like, yeah,
Right.
it made you self-aware. But like, okay, it just made you aware of like where you stood in the
Right,
in
in
the
the- in the grouping.
universe.
I
You know
get
what I
it,
mean?
I get it.
So yeah, you kind of figured it out, like where you stood in things, and like I don't know, you weren't. I don't think I was always on the winning end of stuff, but I think to that end there is something to be said for like self-confidence. Confidence can get you placed in rooms and in places where you never thought. You know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely.
it's just that
Well-
that is a great equalizer as well as the
Well,
money.
I'll bring
thing.
this other thing up. So I put up a meme the other day of Tom Brady. So when Tom Brady started off in his career, he was homely, right? Chubby. Homely and chubby. And then they put it's beside a picture of him now, and he looks really good. Like he's svelte and
Yeah.
chiseled.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, he got surgery, but he got
Charles Barkley was like, "That's a pretty man." I was like, "Yo," I was like, "Chuck, chill out, Chuck."
But the truth of the matter is, right? He does look really good. And that's one of the draws about Tom Brady because he's really attractive. So does that attractiveness help him? Right? Does that put him on a different stratosphere? Does
Of
that make him feel
course.
more confident? What if he was Tom Brady and a lot less attractive? would you still feel the same way about Tom Brady?
I think a lot of things have to align.
Yes, because he's a fucking superstar.
I think a lot of things have to align for you to be like in Tom Brady's shoes. Like there's only like that only happens like
What if Tom
once in a
Brady-
generation.
right.
Like for me it's Michael Jordan.
Right.
Like
but Michael Jordan
was,
is a good looking
like,
man.
Right.
By the way, I
A
thought
lot
I was
of
going to end
things-
up with Michael Jordan. But
a
keep
lot
going.
of things had to line up for Mike to be Mike. You
I
know what I'm
agree.
saying? Like, you know, you had to.
But he's
you had to
also
look
a
a certain
really
way. Yeah.
handsome guy.
Here's the other thing. Like, Mike didn't always talk the way Mike talked. Mike had the low key, like a speech impediment. You know what I'm saying? So he
Right.
had to like work on that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This-
it doesn't always just like
let's-
happen for
but let's
everybody. You
look
got
at
there's some
so-
stuff that you gotta like figure out.
So here's my other thing. So let's look at Scottie Pippen. Ugly. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Just a
y'all
horrible-
gonna do Scotty like that?
Oh my
Y'all
God.
gonna do Scotty?
Right.
Yeah,
do you
she's doing
think
Scotty dirty.
do you think that Scottie Pippen would have been regarded higher had he been more attractive? Although his daughter, have you seen his daughter? His daughter is
Maybe.
gorgeous,
I mean,
right?
maybe he would have been in more commercials.
Absolutely not.
Probably.
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I think so.
I think
You
so.
play with Michael Jordan, you're gonna get your dick sucked no matter how you look.
That's not what. That's not what we're talking about. That's not it.
That's what I'm talking about that.
Yo, we're saying,
No,
do you?
we're talking about like getting having sex. and
No.
blah, blah,
Okay.
blah.
No. Do you think like okay? Say Scottie Pippen was like super handsome, right?
Don't
Do you think he would have like probably gotten more
No.
like endorsements?
Men's-
Like
right. You
he
don't
was
think-
like he was the second best
No, no, no,
in the
'cause
world
'cause you're
at
playing-
like
no, no,
everything.
No, you're playing with Michael Jordan, so they're gonna pick one person from that team. They
Why-
would never pick two people from the same team.
It's look at. I mean, look
I'm
at
just
the
saying-
light skinned dudes. Look at what's his name? Clay Thompson and
Thompson,
Steph. They,
Yeah.
I'm sure they're doing.
Yeah,
Steph's
but
not
that-
doing
If-
bad.
Listen,
that-
if-
that
but
was-
Steph
that was-
is,
that
but
was-
also
that was
Steph is a
different time.
handsome dude, so he gets a lot of play, right? He's a handsome dude. He gets a lot of
He's not
endorsement.
bad looking
If
either.
if Steph Curry was the same
That's what
but
I'm saying.
ugly,
That's
would
what
he
we're
get the same? Would he still get the
That's
amount
what
of
we're saying.
endorsements?
We're saying that Clay gets shine.
I
be-
got that, I
you
got
know
that,
what I mean?
but at that time,
He's good and
I would say no. To at this day and age,
Mm.
if Scotty and Michael played how they played, blah blah blah, blah, like if they were like a Jason Tatum and a
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown and all
Right.
that type of stuff, I can see them reaching out to both of them.
Jason
because,
Tatum is cute, by the way.
because they win a lot of championships, blah 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 blah. They both show what they do. Yes, I can see it being different.
Mm.
But if you're going back how it was back then, hell nah.
Mm.
Nobody want that.
See,
big
I feel like
nose,
they give the
light-skinned brother.
cuter. No, but I feel like
what
they
is-
give the cuter guys more endorsements than they do.
it
Yeah,
just works.
they
They'll
do.
be like, "Yo, we're making you the face of the NBA." I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes. That they're like,
Shaquille O'Neal has a sneaker. Had a sneaker.
Yeah.
Called Shaq Attack.
But you,
Shaq wasn't young. Shaq wasn't ugly.
I
Shaq
gotta tell you
wasn't an
something.
ugly dude.
I think Shaq is actually a handsome guy.
Yeah,
He's
but
not
he-
your
but
typical.
He wasn't Penny.
He
Hardaway.
wasn't Mike.
Yeah,
he
but-
wasn't Mike.
Penny Hardaway.
No,
And
but
Penny got
also-
this penny. I still rock pennies.
But
till this
listen,
day.
You know what I mean?
His name was
it's-
Shaquille
When's the
too.
you got Shaq's?
No, but
Okay,
this is a
okay.
very
No,
good.
I was
no,
about to
no,
say you got
Shaq.
Shaq's.
You know why Shaq got so many endorsements? Because he also has a great little personality. So
I was gonna say
Yes.
Shaq is funny.
yeah,
Right.
so like
Shaq
you
is in
got a-
every commercial now.
You got like a
Now,
double time.
Not
with
then.
him.
Now.
But even then,
even so,
then,
this
he
is
was-
that's even more of a
yeah.
testament because you like his decline. He's in the. You see the general commercials. That's Shaq.
Yeah, that's Shaq.
Because he made a name for himself on his way down. But all I'm saying is like
On his way down.
on his way down out the NBA.
What?
He made
Yeah.
a name for himself on his way down. You don't see Charles Barkley in those goddamn general commercials.
Oh my God, Charles Barkley has a bunch of
Charles
commercials
will be
too.
the first to take an
Charles
endorsement.
Barkley is piggybacking off of everything that Shaq
But
does.
I'm going to tell you something
Have you
else
seen the
though.
commercials with Ernie, Shaq,
Yeah,
and Kenny?
Yes.
Yeah,
I've
because
seen
of
them all.
Shaq's the most wealthiest dude on that panel.
But you have to. But
Charles had commercials
was way
long before.
Yeah, long
Shaq.
before that. And Charles Barkley is not an ugly dude either. He's actually a handsome dude.
He'll be the first to tell you that
Yeah.
too.
But now I can't walk straight. no
Yeah,
more.
but I'm just saying, like, if
I'm
you
all
were
fucked up.
looking at Charles Barkley now, he's a handsome older guy. He was a handsome guy when he was younger. He's a handsome older guy
Until
now.
he starts to
But
walk.
wait. Hold on. Who's that? Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman, ugly. That motherfucker is
Damn,
ugly.
Dennis. Yo, but Dennis has lived a hard life. Dennis has done a lot of drugs. I'll tell you right
Oh,
now.
yeah, fuck, that's his
He's
problem.
you know what I'm saying? He's
Dennis
not
has fucked a lot of prostitutes. Yeah.
yeah, like it's been an uphill battle for Dennis.
Or wait,
So-
who's the one who's married to Khloe Kardashian? The basketball player who's ugly.
Lamar Odom.
Lamar, ugly,
Oh, okay.
right?
Okay.
Ugly, and she was ugly then too.
somebody said I got shacks. No, you don't. Stop lying to the
You
people,
got no
man. You ain't
damn
got no damn
shacks.
shacks.
Yo,
In this
put a
day and
picture.
age,
Put
you
a
ain't got
picture.
no
We got
shacks.
You
You
ain't
ain't
got
that.
shacks.
I
You guys
need
are
to see them. If you
ridiculous.
got
Go in the
shacks,
closet, take
I
a
want to
picture.
see them.
Ridiculous.
I wanna see
we
him.
good for it.
You ain't got no shacks. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh my
He's
god.
lying. He's lying. Wait, I can while I
Kayla's
can
like, this is nuts.
while I can switch topics. Let's get to know Kayla. Let's get to know
What do you
Kayla,
wanna know?
the person. You know what I'm saying? Like what do you
Who the
What-
hell are you?
what do you do when you're not doing this?
Right.
You
What
know?
do I do when I'm not doing this? I'm
Yeah.
doing this.
I love it. I love
That's
it. I love
true
it.
entrepreneur spirit.
Yeah. I've embodied entrepreneurship in the past year. So yeah, I don't really do much outside of this.
Mhm.
But let's see, what do I enjoy? I like fashion.
There you go.
What else? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Not talking to ugly dudes.
What
Right.
Ah, put that
Kayla
up there.
knows.
Put that up there.
Kayla's
All right, so when
gorgeous,
you're not
by the
being
way.
an
She's
asshole,
gorgeous.
Yeah.
So what brought you into fashion?
What brought me into fashion?
Yeah.
I always liked fashion. My dad was a very fashionable guy.
Yo.
So, you know.
Pop
Hi,
Duke.
Pops.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Pops.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pops.
And I always so if I had my way, I probably would have been like a fashion designer or something
Mhm.
like that. But I grew up with a Haitian mom.
Yeah.
She was like, "Got to be a doctor,"
Mm.
But
Yo,
I
that's a real thing.
Yeah,
That is a real
that is
thing.
a real thing.
Because
Because
island
all the
people,
Haitian
like,
parents
yo,
that I know are like, you better be super successful.
it's a real
fuck you.
thing.
Yeah.
Jamaican
Yeah.
parents too. Like y'all be like, oh, you're smart. You could either be a doctor, a lawyer, or an engineer. That's
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? Those are
Yeah.
like those are the three options. But
Yeah.
that's because that's what they know, and that's
Right.
what worked for their generation. Like you don't know that like this can work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot you have to prove. But
Mhm.
so
Guard for
I'm in
Varsity
nursing
Blues.
management. That's my
That's your day gig.
daytime.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But my brother was like, "Yeah, not happening. I'm
Mm.
not doing this whole, going to college, doing all this stuff."
Yeah. Shout out to Ken,
and-
too.
Yeah,
Woo!
shout out to
Yeah.
Kenny.
Ah,
brother in the
yeah.
building?
Yeah.
Yep.
By
yep.
the way, who's also very good looking. So there you go.
Boom.
Runs in the family. Yeah. So cute.
So he.
Well, we know he ain't
decided-
fucking ugly girls. Then I do. Okay, I do.
Ace doesn't care. Ace has no.
Yeah.
Nope.
There's
filter.
no. There's no. What do you call it? No number.
My dick doesn't discriminate.
Wow. Wow.
If it's wet, I'm poking.
I just want you to know something.
Just
He says
stop
that
me
now.
from skinny dipping. That's all I ask. You just stop me from skinny dipping because I will if you don't allow me to.
He doesn't really mean that.
Yeah.
No, so
The
wait,
fuck
so tell
I
me
don't.
something. So when getting funding, right? How did you end up getting funding? Did you take out loans like to get a storefront? Did you get investors? Like what was your basis for it?
So we funded ourselves.
Nice,
Wow.
nice,
Yeah.
very good, very good.
Self-funded.
We funded ourselves. I was fortunate, and we are right now looking for sponsors and
Mhm.
looking for investors and all of that because we want to make this bigger.
Right.
Mhm.
But there's something that comes with entrepreneurship
Yep.
and being young and being, I don't want to say black, but
Mhm.
cultured and all of that. You have to prove yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
No one's gonna take your idea and all of a sudden it's like, hey, I got you. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So you have to show them what you have.
Yep.
And we learned early on that we needed to do that. We talked to multiple people. We know our idea works. We get feedback. I mean, Mav, you've seen it.
Yeah.
But we've had to get ourselves to this point
Mhm.
by ourselves.
Right.
So we funded ourselves, but that is something that we're looking to get into now. We tried to be in multiple places at once.
Right.
The good thing is there's 3 of us, so we could do that. So we've met people who've been able to help us along the journey.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
However,
Very nice.
financially, it's been us.
Right. Listen, I had
That's
to
real.
fund Nina and I had to fund our gym ourselves. So believe me, I fully understand.
Yo.
Because unfortunately, as minorities, people don't want to give you. They don't readily want to give you money.
Hmm.
That's the sad part about it. So
I feel like there's a lot of like like dope black female energy. You know what I'm saying? Between the
100%.
two of y'all, like I mean,
100%,
it's
100%.
just like
Yeah.
man, y'all really it's an inspiration.
And there's a point of that you have to be fearless too. Like you have to believe in your ideas so much that it's the only thing that you believe in. That's the other part about being an entrepreneur. Like you have to be very one-sided.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and you see it too in your clothing. Like, I want to do clothing. Like, I want to design. I want to be a rapper. Like, all of these things, you have to be very like one-sided about, right? And the single-mindedness is what drives you.
No, that's real
So,
too. You gotta decide. I like that's a real thing. I can definitely attest to that. Like, there's a lot of times when, you're like, oh man, you come up to that point where you have to make a decision, and it's like, yo, this is what I'm gonna choose
do.
that my life looks like. You know what I'm saying? And nobody else is gonna be the author and finisher of that. It's like everything's on me, and I'm gonna see this through. Like that. There's something to be said for that, and not everybody's willing to do that though.
And willing to have conversations with people too, just like trying to get storefronts and designers, and like it's the same thing in the gym business. Like you have to have conversations with people, and you'd be surprised at how many people don't want to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like to get their life going. Like to me, I'm happy to talk to anybody. If it's going to benefit me, I'm going to talk to them about it. But a lot of people are not like that.
People are scared, yo.
They are.
Yeah.
No, there
It's
is.
true.
And I remember that was one of the struggles I feel like I faced because, I mean, I'm friendly. I want to talk to everybody. You know what I mean? But when you're going up to people and you're thinking, hey, I'm giving them something that's helpful.
Right.
And you kind of met with that shut door and you're like, I'm helping you.
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
like,
saying?
yo,
what's
going on?
But I think people are just so used to sort of like just seeing themselves and seeing the world from just their mirror, their perspective,
That's a
that,
real
you know,
thing.
if you reach out to them, it's like there's more in it for you than me.
Sure.
You know?
Mhm.
And I feel like that's like unfortunately the Boston culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
would
Talk
have to
about it.
say. Oh.
AC.
Oh,
Are you
That
dying right
yeah,
now?
we put you to
Yo.
sleep.
Wow.
I understand what's going on.
AC's drunk
Right.
already.
We
He's
gave
been
AC
drunk.
Culture, and I love the fact that everybody's
But-
talking about
Give him Ciroc
bigging
tonight,
up
and
black
he is out.
culture and black business owners and everything like that. It's fucking fantastic. I love
Wow.
it. I love it. I love it.
This guy.
Oh my God, you're killing me tonight. You are killing me.
Smart.
Ridiculous.
Showing the love.
Ridiculous. Can we? Okay.
Wait,
Well,
tell me.
I just want to talk about this because I saw it happen firsthand, and I just want to know, since we have two females on the panel tonight, I just want to know, why is it that when I'm out with my friends, right?
Yep.
When everybody looks like they're having a good time, definitely all the guys are having a good time. Like we're just out here hanging out, like hanging and banging. That's what we do. Like
Hanging
watching
and
the
banging.
game, chilling.
Having a
Everybody.
Hanging and
time.
banging.
Why?
You tug
Does-
on my
if-
goddamn shirt.
If you're there with if my boy's there with his girl, like why is she like giving him the like tugging on the shirt?
Exactly.
Why is she giving him the like elbow? Like we gotta go. Like no, he's here with us. We never see this dude. Let him have a good time.
No,
I hate it.
no,
Yes.
What is
No.
the what is the no? What
What
is
does
the
the
what
no
is the
mean?
no?
no,
What is
no.
this-
what
No
is the
means it's
no?
time to go. Time-
What?
Well, why?
Why do you get to determine that? There's two of y'all, and he's clearly having a good time.
Because there's only one pussy.
And he's not penetrating.
Right.
So,
no,
what is the
not
problem?
right. Listen,
God.
it becomes one of these things. So you start to see the swell of like you're having a good time with your friends, everybody's
Yes.
drinking, they're hanging out, everyone's getting a little loose. Time to go. Bye bye.
So
Night night.
you're
Night,
that
night.
you do that too. You're the fun stopper.
Night night.
You're the fun stopper.
Yeah.
You're
Night
the
night.
Debbie Downer.
Let's go.
Why?
Do
Right.
what? when we go
Why?
We're gonna go home and
Why do
cuddle.
you always want to go?
Cuddle.
Girls,
We're gonna go home and
talk to
cuddle.
us.
Cuddle.
Why
We're
do you
gonna
want to go?
cuddle.
Where are
I
you
don't-
going?
I
Where are
don't
you
want to
going?
hang out with your friends. I don't like them. We're gonna go home.
But you know what the problem is? You know, let's
I don't want to be in the boy crew. I want to go home.
let's reverse it. We out with your homegirls.
Mm.
And if I say, yeah, I'm ready to go home.
We're staying. We stay.
Exactly.
My
so my whole
friends
thing is
fun.
all like,
My friends are fun. Yours suck.
No. And it's entirely the opposite.
So-
We are the fun crew. Like, she's not like, yo, it's like socially, it's
go.
like, yo, we're having jokes. Everybody's chilling. Everybody's having a great time.
Bottom
Like,
line,
why?
I
Why?
figured
Where are
it
y'all
out,
going?
Kayla.
I think
Where are y'all
Figure it
going?
out,
It's
Kayla.
insecurities.
Okay, talk
is
about
one
that.
of those things. I feel like, you know, when you're around, you're having fun, you're loosening up. If there's maybe she feels like there's nothing there for her, you know what I mean? That's one thing.
That's selfishness.
You know?
That's
Yeah.
selfishness.
Selfish.
You selfish.
Get your coat.
Right.
But I
your
feel like
Right.
I've been on the opposite end where I feel like I'm usually the one I want to stay till like after the
Yeah,
party,
right.
after the party.
Yeah.
And you know, I've been in situations where it's like, hey, we got to go home, and I don't want to go home. But I think it's that. I think if maybe the person that you're with, maybe they're more of a homebody. I'm personally not.
Mhm.
So I feel like that plays a part into it. Or also
Does.
not feeling like it's gonna get out of control. There's a lot of factors that goes into it, but I feel like insecurity. You got to feel secure. You got to feel like
Right, you're
Agreed.
giving more
You know,
attention
I'm-
to your friends, and
yeah.
I don't like it. You got time to go.
So the
Bullshit.
truth comes out now.
time
The
to
truth comes
go.
out.
Chris,
You're
you know,
paying more attention. Listen, listen.
Get
She
your
said
coat.
it. You're paying more attention to your friends than you are to me.
Right, hurry.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that's not me. I'm just giving you the female.
That's-
Oh, we all
That's
know
what
how
happened.
boys get when they go
Yeah,
out.
they
Like,
get
men,
all
they're
like rowdy and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But you know, here's the thing that's really funny to me about all of this. Yes,
Okay,
and
let's-
you are one of them. Yes.
Well, we
When
usually
I'm-
have to drag AC out of wherever we go, so that's
I hurt my feelings.
that's fun.
I'm
It's
talking about, I don't think y'all women know what y'all be doing when y'all go out together.
Bless you.
Bless you.
All I'm saying is, listen,
Yes.
it depends on who your group of friends are.
Okay.
All right. Now let's just say I'm gonna give you a
dope. Like
no. What if it's just like it's 6 of your best homeboys, right?
yes.
And we are like having a football thing at the house.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I've lived this.
Mm.
And they'll bring a girl over. You know, maybe I've met her 1 or 2 times or whatever,
Right.
right? But she's not part of the crew. She'll end up dragging the guy out of there. She's like, let's go. And you're like, where's everybody going?
She don't get the invite next time. That's
But it's a thing that women do.
Garbage.
It's an attention thing. It is an insecurity thing. They
Mm.
want to drag them out of there. Now, I always tell dates ahead of time that I'm doing 20 minutes with them, and then like I do 20 minutes at a party, and then I go.
20 minutes.
I do 20 minutes. I do a stop in.
the first 20 minutes. or
No.
the
Right.
last?
What do you,
No,
you got
I
to make
do
an
a-
entrance?
I do a last 20 minutes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But that's weird. Then you got to choose which 20 minutes it is
Yeah,
because
so
you
the
don't want to
party-
miss the fun part.
No, so
And then
this
you
is
don't
how
wanna-
I always look at it. So let's just say the party starts at 8. I'll show up at like 10.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Do 20 minutes
It's-
and then I'm out. Yeah. That's how I do everything. 20. You got
Stay your ass at
that's
home.
Anna Wintour's thing. You do 20 minutes and then you're
20
out.
minutes.
Yeah,
and
Stay
make
then
an
home.
bounce.
appearance. Mm-hmm.
Stay home.
Right.
I
Why
don't
did you
need you
even?
to
Why
come
did
to
you
my
even show
party.
up? Why
But
did you even
I'm
show
also
up?
gonna say something else. When I have my girlfriends, I don't invite my dude. Like if it's
Hmm.
my girl, I don't have my dude. Yeah.
So why?
I also don't like it when if I have a
Okay.
girlfriend come over, and my dude's like hanging like, what are you doing here? Say hi and get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Okay, so,
So then-
we kicking
so-
dudes out.
Yeah, like so. Listen, if my bestie comes over,
Mhm.
I'll give you an example. My bestie, I used to go over her house, and when she was married, and her husband would be like, "You can do a hi, how
Yeah.
you doing?" But he would like hang out
He's
like he
hanging
was a
out,
girl.
like
Get
girl
the-
talk,
Right, like get the fuck out of here.
like,
Dang.
like.
And finally, one time I had to say to him, I was like, "What are you doing here? What are you?" What are...
He's like, I'm sure he probably responded, "This is my house. Are you
Bye.
paying
Fuck you,
electric
man.
this month?
Bye.
What's up?"
I think it's
Bye.
one of those things
So
with
bet.
with parties and events, right? Why
Yep,
girls
yep.
drag your friends out of there is because it is an attention thing. It is.
So my question is,
Shout out to Opal. I see you. What's up, girl? Yeah.
take your ass home.
You would leave. You would let her take her ass without you?
Take your ass
No,
home.
Are you
Seriously,
sending?
AC.
What, you Uber? You telling her Uber?
Are you telling
What?
her to Uber home?
Fuck,
What
take
are
the car. I'll Uber the fuck home. I don't give a shit
Really?
how, you know.
Wow.
My whole thing is like, because like based on what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The way I feel is like, if you're comfortable enough to telling me, why are you hanging out with my friends? So then my question, if I'm telling you hanging out with my friends and I offer you that olive branch
Mhm.
to come out and hang out,
Mhm.
but if you know you're gonna want to cut my night short, why the fuck are you coming out with us?
Because I want to see who's there.
Stay the fuck
I
home.
want to see who's over there.
That's the difference. Like
Who's
guys,
over there?
like, I believe guys don't like. I'm not talking for all men, but I'm talking for
Who's
myself.
over
right
there?
now.
I want to see what your
I
friends
don't-
are doing.
I don't give a shit
Are you
who
texting
you're
girls?
hanging
Crystal,
out with tonight.
her annoying
Like, you-
girlfriend impression is dope. Like,
Like, as a guy, I don't care who you're hanging out with.
You're gonna send me home in an Uber?
No.
I thought you loved me.
Apparently, you thought wrong.
It's not
So-
safe. Get your coat. Let's go.
Yo. That's her. That is her. That is her. And you know who you are.
It's safer
We don't like
than
you.
me driving you home.
I want to go now. I want to talk to you in the bathroom. Come on.
That's how you know it's over. That's at that
I
point
want
you've
to talk
lost.
to you in the bathroom
At that
now.
point you've lost.
Yeah.
If you're having side conversations, like it doesn't have to be about.
Or
women.
they do
It's-
the-
I didn't lose.
Remember that.
I didn't lose. She lost. I'm having a good time tonight.
All right.
You just proved to me that you're not the person that's supposed to be in my life. That's what you just proved to me because you don't understand me.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
my God.
Let's keep
Yeah,
it real.
yeah,
so like,
yeah.
No, is that really
Okay.
the proof that they should
Okay.
be in your life?
yeah, get the fuck out.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. Like my whole thing is like, if you want me to live my life
Okay.
the way you want me to live my life,
Mm.
well, then I'm choosing to live my life
This is
without you in it.
wait.
Mm.
I have a great question. I have a great question on this.
Please.
So then, what if they hold all of this? Because girls like to act. We act,
Mm.
and then you get married, and then after you are married, she pulls this. Let's go.
Same shit.
No.
You're gonna be like, we're getting a
Divorce.
I feel
No,
like she
you wouldn't.
she
Why?
wouldn't.
Why?
AC, if she was like
why? Let me
after
tell you
you got
something.
married,
I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. I don't give a fuck what nobody else thinks about marriage other than the way I view marriage.
you would divorce her over that if like you.
No. If you're telling me when we get married,
Yeah.
I am no longer who I am. I am now
I
who
wanna
you
go.
want me to be.
Mm.
Then I am no longer me.
It's 9:30.
So why am I going to stay in something just because it suits you?
I have to
I
be
present
early
myself.
tomorrow.
Bars. I like that
You're
ace.
no
I like
longer
that
the
ace.
person that
Get
I
at her.
decided to
Get
be.
at her. Let her
I
know.
cannot
You
wait.
are
Let her
a
know.
fucking stranger.
Ugh.
So as a
There's a
stranger,
stranger in
let
my
Uber
house.
send you home. Uber,
Took some time to
Lyft,
figure
I don't give a
your
fuck
house.
which one. I'll pay for the motherfucker.
Oh,
Really?
Shit, call a cab.
yeah.
Take
Yeah.
my number down on my card and use it. I'm canceling that bitch the next day. So
Yeah.
we're only getting that one use.
Like Nino Brown.
I know.
Cancel
Because
that.
at the end of the day, I love me more than I love anybody else.
Wow.
So-
Self-love.
Due to that fact,
I'm
I
just
will
doing
no
ad-libs at this
longer
point.
have
Yeah.
anybody make me feel less than that I have gone way too much
Mm.
to become who I am today.
Wow.
So,
Self-awareness.
In that case, please go.
Mm.
Wow.
I can get her back, but I don't want her back. I realize that this chick don't know how to act.
What?
Please
Wow.
go.
Dang.
Go on,
Well,
girl.
now we know.
That's a Neo song, in case
Right.
you didn't know.
You
Great
know,
Neo
that-
song, by the way.
You see this,
Shout out
this
to Neo.
motherfucker walking around with a burgundy shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Please run the other way if that's how you want this motherfucker to act.
I want to
Damn.
go.
I'm all right. And you be all right too.
I think we should still be together.
Never
Yeah.
stopped you from going home, though.
Wow.
Never stopped you. Go home.
So you would send her home on her own. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Mm.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
I would
So
send
wait,
her home. I would
Kayla?
send her
Let's
home
ask-
in the most comfortable
Kayla,
way
don't-
possible.
Kayla,
Kayla,
so
don't date
wait,
guys like AC.
that's
No, please don't. Please don't.
I got it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
okay. Hey, no, nobody's sending Kayla home in
I'll
the Uber.
send your ass
But-
home too.
But she just yo,
Who you are.
yo.
You do that
But
bullshit, I'm sending everybody home.
here's the thing though, Kayla's not a homebody.
No,
Like
she's
she
not.
likes
She likes
being
to be
out.
out.
She
She
likes
likes to be
being out. So she would probably do that to you.
All right. I have one more question.
Go home and
Ooh.
Right.
And I respect that. And I'm
I
gonna
have
tell
one
you
more
straight
question
up.
in this. I have one
I
more
left
question in
both
this because
doors
this is
open
a
for
this is
you.
a
What?
fascinating
Cancel your
topic.
DW.
Damn
Yo,
right.
call
I like
back.
the fact that
Call
Kayla gives
back.
it right
I'm
back.
gonna give you
Let's
an
go.
air high five. Whether you want to give it back to me or not. I like your
Hold
style.
on. I have,
Thank you
I have
very
a
much.
question because this is the other thing that happens.
Mhm.
So what if I am the partner in the relationship? We're out with your friends.
Yep.
And I get wrecked.
Okay.
Wrecked. Do you put me in a room or do you take
Who's
me
that?
home?
Who's that, Ace?
I'm taking.
No, I'm being-
Who's that?
No, I'm telling you. I'm letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
Moving forward
Yeah.
after this night, you're no longer coming out with me because you can't handle your liquor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
And I
Like
think you
that.
should respect that because you're a selfish individual to think that the only way you want to drink is the only way we should handle our nights.
Wow.
So
Damn.
take your ass home.
Wow.
We go home together.
Okay.
But after I see you take that third drink, nah, let me send you home before you get too fucked up.
Real. So wait. So you're watching me get fucked up. So you're seeing the spiral.
No. I'm not.
The
I
downward
am
spiral.
watching you choose to get fucked up. I have
Mhm.
told you, yo, I think that second drink was
Right.
enough.
Mm.
If you choose to have 3, 4, 5, I know that drink 1 and 2 hasn't even really fucking hit you yet
Mm.
because you probably pregame before you left the goddamn house. So that tells me, yo, you ain't ready for prime
You're not
time.
ready.
you
You're
ain't
not
ready.
ready for the
You
big
ain't ready.
leagues.
Yeah.
You're not ready for the
Wow.
big
Go
leagues.
home. Go home.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's like that.
Go home.
You could help
Don't-
out and give some water or some
Nah, water don't do
some
shit.
bread.
Nah, that don't
No?
do shit. That don't do shit.
Bread.
I'm sorry, that don't do shit. That don't do
Yet-
shit.
Yo, this is so funny. This is definitely the pot calling the kettle black
Black,
because
yeah.
you don't know how many times I've had to drag the thing roll
I can tell.
out of
Yeah.
It's the difference. It's the difference.
What's the difference?
I'll tell you the difference. Uber wasn't. I'm showing my age. Uber wasn't around back then.
Uber was not invented
Uber
yet.
wasn't
That's a
around.
fact.
There
That's a
wasn't
fact.
no lift back then.
Yeah.
It was
I
your
see.
boys telling you, "Hey, dog,
Hey man,
yo, sit the fuck yo down.
yo,
we gonna find you
we
later."
gotta go. We
Because what
gotta
they're
go.
not telling you is they were getting lit in the fucking club.
Jay
and
Hunt,
I
what up, my
dancing
brother?
In the spot.
What's
Listen,
up?
Nah, these
My guy.
motherfuckers sat me down
Yo,
and said, "Yo, AC, stay here. We'll catch you tonight." You know what I said to them?
What?
All right. You know what I did? Took my ass the fuck to sleep.
yeah.
Damn.
AC can sleep anywhere.
I
By
don't
the
give a fuck.
way,
You
That-
can put
What-
me on a goddamn.
What I
speaker
think
the
is
club.
so funny is
Ugh.
this is not AC in real life because you would never do that to your fiance.
Fuck
Girlfriend.
yes, AC persona. That's on this
He's
shit.
talking in third person
Yo,
now.
yo,
eh?
I'm telling you right now.
It's a
Go
Oh, God.
home.
okay.
Oh,
Go home.
We're sending him home. That's
sending
it. That's
him home.
exactly what we're
right,
doing.
ladies
Go
and gentlemen,
home.
we're sending them
Ladies
home.
and gentlemen, that is it. That
Go
is it.
home.
That is it for this episode.
Just go the fuck home.
What did you expect? Podcast. Make sure y'all check us out. We on everything today.
I
So
don't give a fuck how
there-
much money you make, how big you are, small you are.
Limit on the
Beyonce,
liquor. The liquor.
take
Yeah.
your ass
Oh,
home.
this is
Oh,
every
God.
episode. It
I
just
don't
gets
give a
progressively
fuck who
worse
you
as
are.
he gets more drunk. Like,
Take
that's-
your ass home.
This is the pinnacle.
Yeah.
This is where we at.
bullshit. You ruining my goddamn
Hey.
night because you can't handle liquor. Take your ass home. I ruined enough nights, plus my own. You ain't ruining mine no
Oh,
more.
God. This is why I love
Please let the people. Well, you can find me on Instagram. It's MoneyMav, MoneyMav. Mav Life Clothing, which you can see on display in this incredible
It's
store,
fantastic.
BOGO Split. AC, reach-
It's AC.
Brother like no other.
Brother like no other. It's an A and not an ER for brother.
there you go.
Take your ass home.
There you go. Crystal.
I'm Crystal Tyson, and listen, my Instagram is inappropriate, so keep that in mind.
Uh-oh. It's true. It's true.
inappropriate.
Like, better not bring your kids.
And
and
Kayla,
finally,
please let us
Kayla.
know.
All right. You guys can follow the BOGO Split. It's at BOGO Split, BOGOSPLIT. And my personal Instagram is boring. You don't want to go. I'm not like Crystal. So
No doubt. Make sure y'all follow along the store. See the journey. It's incredible. There's a story behind this and everything. So very cool. Thank you so much for joining us.
thank you for having
I
me.
hope my friends didn't scare you too much.
No, I'm not
Okay.
scared of it. So
Yeah.
Kayla's tough. I like Kayla. She's a good egg.
You can
Yeah.
hang out. You can
Yeah.
hang out, Kayla.
Good
But you
people.
couldn't.
Good
Take
people.
your ass home.
Hey, we'll see y'all next time on WDYE. What did you expect podcast? Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll catch y'all next time. All right, easy.
We interrupt this program.
Fuck wild.
It's already happened.
All right, I have to
I
go home
sent
and
her
get my
home.
poor little mama.